Is Roblox back? Over the past week, Roblox has been making headlines for a mix of controversial changes and exciting new updates. From age verification spreading to Discord, to in-game protests making national news in Brazil, and even virtual concerts featuring Bruno Mars, there's been a lot happening on the platform. But it's not all bad. Small quality-of-life improvements, new avatar customization options, and innovative features like item rentals and UGC animation packs are giving players and creators new ways to enjoy Roblox. In this video, we're going to break down every major update, explore what's good, what's concerning, and what might change the future of Roblox forever. Before getting started, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future updates. Let's dive in and see what's really happening. So the first story we need to talk about is actually something a lot of people are seeing as pretty concerning, depending on how you look at it. Roblox's age verification system, which has already been controversial on its own platform, now appears to be spreading to other platforms across the internet, with Discord being the biggest example so far. Recently, some Discord users started receiving a pop-up asking them to verify their age group. The process looks extremely similar to Roblox's system, where users are required to either take a video selfie or scan a government-issued ID. After completing the steps, Discord then sends the verification result through direct messages. Once verified, users are seemingly restricted to interacting within their assigned age group. This entire discussion really kicked off after a tweet from Creekcraft that says, "This Discord is now testing age verification and age groups. Was Roblox ahead of the curve, or did they start a massive domino effect?" This tweet raises the main question people are asking right now. Did Roblox predict where the internet was headed, or did they accidentally trigger a chain reaction that other platforms are now following? Shortly after this, Roblox CEO Dave Baszucki himself responded, "Or both." This response suggests that Roblox may have both anticipated this shift and played a role in accelerating it across the industry. However, not everyone is buying into this idea so easily. A lot of users immediately brought up Discord's history with data security. You can see Schlepp responding saying, "Discord leaked tens of thousands of IDs only a few months ago, and now they're asking for IDs to be able to chat." This tweet highlights one of the biggest concerns surrounding this update. Many users simply do not trust Discord with sensitive personal information, especially after previous leaks involving verification images and IDs. Because of the backlash, Discord also issued clarification regarding this system. Discord has already been doing this in the UK and Australia since July 25, 2025, as part of the Online Safety Act 2023. However, they are now expanding this outside of just the UK and Australia. This confirms that age verification on Discord isn't entirely new. In certain regions, local laws already require platforms to verify user ages, and Discord has been complying with those regulations for months. Overall, this situation is extremely interesting to watch. It looks like age verification could become a much more common requirement across the internet, not just on Roblox or Discord. Whether this leads to a safer online environment or a massive privacy backlash is something we'll have to wait and see. Moving on to the second story, this one is also pretty negative, but it's a bit more specific. Roblox has not banned Rivals globally, but the game has been removed in certain regions, specifically on the Vietnam version of Roblox, known as Roblox VNG. For those who don't know, Roblox VNG is a separate regional version of Roblox operated in partnership with VNG Games. While it's still connected to the wider Roblox ecosystem, it follows different rules and regulations. And apparently, one of those rules now includes banning games that are considered too violent. Recently, players noticed that Rivals was no longer available on Roblox VNG, and shortly after, confirmation started spreading online that the game had been removed due to high-violence PvP. This has understandably upset a lot of players, especially those who spent Robux on items inside Rivals and can no longer access the game at all. What makes this situation even more confusing is the fact that VNG Games is also partnered with franchises like Call of Duty, which are far more violent than anything seen in Rivals. Because of that, many players are questioning how this decision was even made in the first place. Gorgeous Roblox tweeted out this: "Rivals has been deleted from Roblox VNG due to high-violence PvP." This tweet confirms that the removal is regional and limited to the Vietnam version of Roblox, not the global platform. Overall, this is a really bad situation for affected players. Even though Rivals still exists on normal Roblox, anyone playing through Roblox VNG has essentially lost access to a game they may have already spent money on. Whether more games will be affected by these regional rules is something we'll have to watch closely. Now, moving on to the next update, this one is honestly kind of insane. Roblox has officially started appearing on real-world news outlets, all because of the backlash surrounding its recent chat restrictions. After the new chat update rolled out, players, especially younger ones, began protesting inside Roblox games, with Brookhaven becoming the main hotspot for these demonstrations. What started as in-game protests quickly escalated into something much bigger, catching the attention of national television networks in Brazil. Multiple major news outlets began covering the situation, explaining the chat update, the protests, and the overall frustration from the community. This wasn't just a small internet story either. These reports were aired on mainstream TV. This is just one of many tweets saying, SBT just aired a report on the protests against the chat restrictions on Roblox. In addition to explaining the update, they also covered the accusations and threats made against the influencer Felca. It confirms that Brazilian television networks are actively reporting on the Roblox protests. There's been a bunch of different news stories and news companies in Brazil talking about this. As you can see, the actual federal government made a public statement referring to the protests that are happening on Roblox due to the chat update, with a screenshot showing it here. And they also even had a tweet about it from the government of Brazil, which is just kind of insane. And again, there's even more tweets in the same kind of fashion, with this one saying, "Protest by the youngest players on Roblox have already caught the attention of television itself." This tweet highlights just how far this has gone, with even CNN Brazil covering protests led by some of the platform's youngest users. Overall, it's kind of surreal to see Roblox chat changes turning into a national news topic. Whether Roblox responds to this pressure or doubles down on the update is something we'll have to wait and see. Moving on to the next update, this one is actually a positive change, even though it's incredibly small. Roblox has quietly added a new feature to the pause menu that lets players quickly jump back into games they've previously played. As you can see in this video, this person left a game to go to horrific housing straight from the menu. Kinda cool. What's interesting is how positive the reaction has been, especially considering how minor the update actually is. In a week full of controversy and backlash, this little change somehow tipped the scales for a lot of players. As you can see, most of the comments here are very positive and supportive, which makes this quite interesting to look at overall. Even though the feature is small, players appreciate Roblox finally adding something that's genuinely convenient. Moving on to the next update, this one is being seen as both impressive and disappointing at the same time. Bruno Mars, one of the biggest artists in the world, recently hosted a concert inside Roblox, specifically in an experience called Shredder Brain. The event pulled in massive numbers, peaking at around 12.7 million concurrent players. That's an insane achievement and puts Roblox extremely close to breaking the all-time record for the largest virtual concert, which is still held by Fortnite. From a publicity standpoint, this was a huge win for Roblox. Like, I'm seeing a lot of comments like this, with DJ Monopoly saying, "I was hoping for an actual motion-captured performance." Then there's Rollimont saying it's been 5 years since the Lil Nas X concert and that no artist has topped it, which is kind of true. Overall, while the concert was a massive success in terms of numbers and exposure, it also highlighted how far expectations have risen for virtual events on Roblox. Now let's move on to the next update, which is another potentially controversial feature. Roblox is planning to introduce a system where players can temporarily rent avatar items instead of buying them permanently. The idea is that some accessories can be purchased for a reduced price and used for a limited time. For example, an item that costs 70 Robux permanently might be available for 3 days for 30 Robux. While this sounds interesting in theory, many players are already criticizing it as a waste of Robux because the prices are still relatively high for such a short rental period. I saw this tweet that says, Roblox plans to launch, at the beginning of this year, temporary purchases of accessories in the catalog at reduced prices. It would be like renting an item to use only for a time. Overall, this update is being received with mixed feelings. Some players think it's a cool idea for flexibility, while others see it as a wasteful addition to the Roblox economy. Time will tell how popular this feature actually becomes. Let's move on to the next update. We have some other big news, seemingly that has people kind of hopeful for Roblox because Bloxies tweeted out this year. Roblox plans to release an assortment of new updates for creators making and selling avatar items, including custom makeup, animation packs, renting items, and more. Here's a mock-up for makeup on Roblox. It says, in early 2026, creators will be able to publish and sell full makeup looks combining eye, face, and lip, and users will be able to discover, try on, and purchase these looks on Marketplace and Inside Experiences. Then we move on to the bigger news, which has many people both worried and excited, because apparently UGC animation packs are expected to become a real thing soon. As you can see, it mentions animation packs coming mid-2026. Animation packs overhaul a user's core locomotion style, changing everything from their run and walk cycles to their swim and climb animations. Like emotes, animation packs will be subject to a price floor. Overall, this update is very promising for creators and could drastically change how avatars look and sudden move. But as with past UGC features, the community will be watching closely to see how it's implemented. Finally, the last update is one of the biggest changes for Roblox creators, but also potentially controversial. Roblox plans to allow UGC creators to make high-fidelity avatar items with PBR semi-transparency and emissive maps that glow and emit light. Whereas, as you can see, PBR Alpha mid-2026. PBR allows you to create high-fidelity accessories, including hairstyles with additional reflective effects and more realistic shading. This launch will give creators the opportunity to publish and sell semi-transparent or semi-translucent avatar items. This confirms that high-quality, reflective items will become available to creators soon. The next update, which is kind of in the same situation because it notes emissive maps coming mid-2026. Later this year, avatar creators will be able to create and publish and sell avatar items that utilize emissive maps, resulting in assets that glow and emit light. Overall, while these updates will give creators incredible creative freedom, they also risk devaluing rare items and oversaturating the Roblox catalog. The community has mixed feelings, and only time will tell how this affects the platform's uniqueness. Alright everyone, that's it for today's Roblox update roundup. Let me know in the comments which update you thought was the craziest or which one you're most excited about. I love hearing your opinions, so don't hold back. Stay tuned, because I'll be bringing you even more Roblox updates in the future.